Welcome to Nonprofit Pro Tips, where we give you simple steps to boost your money and mission. If you were able to join us for last week's Nonprofit Pro Tip, I talked about the 3 things that really kept me up at night when I was the CEO of Feed the Children and the American Diabetes Association. And one of those things was revenue. Money, cold hard cash, whatever you want to call it. As a nonprofit CEO or leader, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It takes money to fuel our mission. It takes money to pay our staff, it takes money to pay our overhead, and most importantly, it takes money to fund the programs which changes people's lives in our communities and around the world. When the pandemic hit, and a lot of organizations struggled with revenue that disappeared virtually overnight, particularly special event revenue, where those walks and rides and galas and dinners were canceled because we couldn't have large groups of people gathering together. A lot of nonprofit leaders panicked, and we would often get asked the question, what do I do? What do I do? And our advice was pretty simple. Think about it. Good fundraising before the pandemic is good fundraising during and after the pandemic. And the key to that good fundraising is communicating with your donors. So have those meetings and communicate with your donors. So you may be asking yourself, well, what happens in those communications? What happens in those conversations? What do I talk about? I'm struggling. Well, the important thing I think, and our tip for the week, is for nonprofits to figure out and remember what is their unique value. Donors no longer fund nice things in the world. They want to fund impact. They want to fund work that changes people's lives. So ask yourself, what is the unique value that your nonprofit brings to the world? Are you sort of bewildered saying, well, how do I figure that out? Well, here's a simple question you can ask yourself. What pain are you solving in the world? Think about it. Pull your team together. Have a conversation about what pain you're solving in the world. What pain are you solving for those that you serve? And then once you understand that, package it, explain it in a story, and share that with your donors. Because that's what funders want to fund these days. Impact. So take this time and think about what's your unique value. So our tip for the week is, if you can figure out your unique value, you have a whole advantage when you meet with your donors to have a conversation about inviting them in to participate in helping you solve that pain in the world. We hope this has been a helpful tip for you this week, and we hope to see you next week on Nonprofit Pro Tips, where we give you simple steps to boost your money and mission.